I don't know why Craig has a cooldown. This fucking thing is running out of steam and the power from the fucking power of the Las Vegas sign behind us.
How long have we been using Craig and barely now we're figuring out he has a cooldown?
I don't know, dude. Like, he vents. This guy's like a fucking teenager in a bathroom. Holy hell. He is putting out some. Are we supposed to breathe that?
Welcome to the SquatchZone, everybody.
Hey, with your host, Steven and.
Hi.
Ah. Well, we found out that Craig has a cooldown venting sequence. That's not good.
Yeah,
How?
because Steven was trying to improv an intro, but then he fucked it up, so he immediately kicked Craig out.
I'm sorry. It was. I told you, motherfucker. I told you to tell him it was a solar flare. It flipped the bit. It flipped the bit. Just tell him that it flipped the bit.
I love how every time we hear about solar flare, we always just go back to the flare that helped the speed run.
And if you guys haven't heard that, it's I'm not gonna be the one to explain. There's very talented people who can, but in general, there was a Super Mario 64 speedrunner who, in the middle of TikTok Tower, just suddenly flew like halfway up, like through the level, just seemingly out of nowhere. And when they tried to repeat it, they could not do it. So after much discussion and debate in the community, they came to the scientific conclusion that a cosmic solar ray shot down perfectly, flew into his door, knocked on the door, went through the doggy door instead, flew into his Nintendo 64 and flipped a bit that shot him up vertically.
But before that, it went into his kitchen and made itself a sandwich, and then it went to the N64.
And ate the sandwich so it could be extra strong. It was a jumping sandwich, actually. So it went all the way. It went straight into his N64 through player number 3's slot and made history.
Hey, I want to know the process of how they came to the conclusion that it was a solar flare.
I could ask God anything right now. I'd ask him how the hell that happened.
Like, imagine being the person who, proposed that theory at first, and then imagine how they felt when that was what the community came to as a consensus.
Because damn right it was not the guy who fucking thought of that.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
Think of that? Unless you're Drain, no, I didn't cheat on the speedrun, it was Cosmic Solar Ray or something. Fuck that guy. Oh my god. But yeah, how did they come to that? Who was the one who came to that?
Did they look at, scientific reports from that day? Do scientists keep track of solar flares now?
Think so. I know there's a solar storm going on right now that you could see the northern lights outside.
Is that the boom?
Maybe that was just a fake news. I saw that was bullshit.
Is that the boom I heard outside my house earlier that shook it while I was in the shower?
Yeah. Things are getting crazy up on the solar system.
Dude, I swear to God, I was so freaked out. I was in the shower and then a big boom went off and it shook the bathroom.
Those, yeah, do you ever have those moments where well, I guess the world's ending and I'm in the shower where I'm taking a shit?
Every single time I'm in the shower, I always think that.
Evil.
I'll hear a bang outside the door or outside, and I think, no, that's it. Wrap it up.
Call it a wrap. Cut. That's it. That's a wrap, folks.
Cut.
Cut. Truman Show's over. Oh God, yeah. I have those moments way too often.
It's like the same feeling you get when your parents are out or something, and if it's been more than an hour, you start to worry.
I'm alone. Someone knocks on the door. Fear.
Oh, I hate
I've had
that
way too many damn times, man. I've had it way too many times, man. I was taking the biggest hurt in my life, and someone knocked on the door, and I fucking had to run over there, look at them. And they stood out there for 2 minutes. I don't know who they were. They had a big sun hat on. They wore 2 layers of clothing in the seat. I feel like they were for the fiber optic installation that's been going on around my house, but he stood out there for a while, walked away, looked at my car, and disappeared.
What the? Steven, what the fuck?
He's the J-Man. Oh, you're talking about what I said, huh?
I mean, both of those, but yeah, the shoes are the most concerning part.
So, regarding Sophia's just gashing at. Here, let me put it on screen. I found that I'm a man of culture. I'm a man of boredom, and silliness. And one of my main video games I like to play, it's an MMO. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but it's called Facebook Marketplace. And I found these bad boys.
A fun fact for the people at home: whenever we record an episode together, both of us are just scrolling Facebook Marketplace the whole time.
Oh, you do that too?
I've started doing it when you told me that you did it.
I love it. It gets it doesn't get me through the conversation, but I like doing it. Other than just staring at Discord or at Craig.
Well, before I used to just like fiddle with stuff that was on my desk, but like
Yeah.
now, okay, before I met Steven, I didn't realize like how much of the Wild West it was on Facebook Marketplace. Like you can find anything on here.
I feel like we should talk about just OfferUp and Facebook Marketplace this episode because we have some
You know,
tail.
you know what we should talk about too in relation to that? Our our dilemmas we've been having with getting our packages
Oh
lately.
my god. Yeah. Okay. So first off, I found this other thing on Facebook Marketplace that it's stupidly tempting, but at the same time, what the fuck am I gonna do with this 2008 Bionicle fucking display from the Mahari? Look at this.
Wait, is that in a fish tank? That's cool.
No, it's not a fish tank. The little Lego displays they have, the Lego aisle in the Target. It's one
Yeah,
of those.
like an in-store display.
Yeah. But it's
Oh, I
also
see.
supposed to be like a fish tank because they're underwater themed Bionicles.
Are
God, that
these
goes.
like the ones you'd see where it's like if it has like interactive bits, you
Yeah,
can like press a button and
yeah,
see
one
how
of
it
those.
works?
Yeah, one of those. Oh, this one was from Walmart too. Holy hell.
Does that say 2007?
Whoa! Far
Out
out.
outdoor use.
Outdoor?
Do they mean
That
like out in the store or
oh, the
like
garden section or something. Oh my
they
god.
have it they have it outside in like the little greenhouse section of Walmart?
Yeah, it's just I look at the Bionicles to their natural habitat. Whew.
Yeah, where they normally are in nature.
Dude, Bionicles are just running around freely. They're like the Smurfs.
And why haven't we seen them in a while?
Because they're magical. We've already used up all our magical luck. We met Bigfoot. Wait, no, Bigfoot told us they were real. But then why? No, he met the Keebler elves. Shit, why haven't we seen them yet? Oh my god.
They
All right,
they just don't they just
yeah,
don't like us, I guess. I don't know.
I get it. I stepped on a mushroom that was a little too crunchy one time, and I don't get it. I don't get why they're mad at me. You know. Okay, well, next topic.
Where do we even go from there? You stepped on a mushroom and like probably killed a fairy. How am I supposed to move on from
This
that?
cute little, white hat I gave to the mole.
My favorite mythical creature, the mole. My
My
favorite
head.
fairy tale.
What was this? It's been a while since we brought up this character. What's the mole's name? Jerry? Not Jerry.
Jerry. How
No, it's
how could
Howard.
you
Howard.
how could you forget about Howard?
I'm sorry. He's been leeching off my brainstem.
I was gonna say he literally lives on you. How could you forget?
I don't know. Sorry, Howard. Yeah, okay. Fuck you too.
Are you guys telepathically communicating now? Have you gone to that stage?
I think he tried to speak. Not yet.
Anyway, you want to talk about our problems with getting our packages lately?
Yes. You go first, because, oh god, I haven't heard yours.
Yours
Oh,
is
wait.
like a whole saga.
We'll get to that one after. Do tell about your sewing needle kit.
So I have an old lady grandma hobby. I do cross stitch, and I just finished a project, so I decided to go a little out, and I bought some more stuff that's supposed to last me for 4 different projects. It has not shipped at all, and I ordered it a week ago. And it
Yeesh.
was like 40 different things.
40?
I'm
Where did you order them?
Yeah. Huh?
Where'd you order them from?
Okay, so if I didn't know that other people use this website and speak highly of it, I would have thought I gotten scammed. But
Yeah.
um I don't want to say because I don't want to say anything bad about the website. I think it's pretty much I think it's only run by one person, so like I understand, but like I might just call them tomorrow and see what's going on.
Yeah. I
It's all
gotcha.
it's all in Texas too, so I can't just like
Oh.
go over and like pick it up or whatever.
Yeah, like it sounds like shipping's not like their main thing they really do, or is it? I don't know.
The good thing is that they don't charge me until everything ships, so they don't have my money at all yet.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
That is good. Well, unlike you, I do have no money taken.
yeah.
Uh, all right, so I want to get into the lore of the Power Tower 80
Yeah,
saga.
you have to explain the background of what you got too.
So the Power Tower 80, I'm gonna have to like put a small clip in about here for me to edit. There's a lot of edits in this episode, so fuck. So the Power Tower 80 is a basically a motorized DVD rack, something you'd see like a store or something. That like when you push a button, it like rotates all the DVDs and shit like a carousel almost. It's really cool. Here's the video if you haven't already seen it. So I found that on Facebook Marketplace. Of course, it was a state over, and they weren't doing shipping. I was like, okay, let me do some research into this Power Tower 80. Turns out this thing came out in 2011. They were not the best well made, but they're kind of a novelty item, and I'm a sucker for novelty items. And they're kind of expensive these days because, like, well, they were really expensive at the time. So, anyways, I wanted one of these. I wanted one really bad. I did some research, and with the power of my luck, I found one. I found not one but two on OfferUp. Now, here's where the story gets interesting, and how it's still going on. Because, by the way, this happened on the 26th when this story happened, 26th of June
Last month.
last month. So I guess it hasn't been too long, I suppose. I read a man. He was in Pennsylvania. I can't really add him because like the thing's already been sold. So, anyways, I write this guy. He has two of them. They're $100. I tell my friend about this because we might like split the difference on it. I'm like, they're $100. I write him like, hey, would you take like 60? He's like 70. I'm like, okay, I'll split the difference. Like 30, 30, 30. That's a good deal for like some of the prices you've seen for these bad boys. Like they're $200 sometimes. They're expensive, but like at the same time, no one's really buying them.
They're vintage.
They're not vintage. They're like from 2011, but like they're just weird enough to be kind of expensive, and they're fucking huge as hell. Like, how do you ship that thing?
How much do they weigh? I forgot to ask.
That's what I'm wondering. I bet I can find the old Amazon listing. Amazon Power Tower. I bet it will say how much because like it kind of explains like half of the lore of this this fucking thing I bought. I guess.
Because like it's like motorized, you said, right? Like it's
Yeah, it's
gotta have like a
motorized.
bunch of components and stuff in it.
It can take batteries, and it can also take like a wall outfit. It has like a little hole on the side, or like a
So
little
you can
adapter.
like so you can stuff batteries into it or plug it into the wall.
Yeah, 6D batteries or just like an AC adapter. Yeah, here's the old Amazon listing back when Amazon was just a baby toy. Yeah. Holy hell, it was $275 when it came out? What the
Uh,
fuck?
like brand new.
Yes. How old is this website? I found a review from 2004.
Okay, but keep in mind inflation.
Inflation. Oh my god, yeah. But anyways, I've wanted one of these and like I was gonna take a risk. So I wrote the guy, blah blah blah. My one friend, I don't think he wanted it anymore. So eventually, I was gonna be like, fuck it. Maybe I'll just buy one of them from him. He's like, you know what, man? I want these things. I kind of want to get rid of these damn things. They've been up here for like a month or like a couple months in OfferUp. So I'm gonna give them to you for like $55. I'm like, okay, cool. Now OfferUp charges shipping that and tax, so that would have been like $80 after tax and like shipping and shit. But you guys can make fun of me as much as you want, especially if the story doesn't get updated like one of these weeks, one of these episodes. But the guy, don't do this, y'all. Don't do this. I have to I have to know these things because I've used OfferUp for a long time and I need to know like this experience. He was like, "Well, if you're serious about this, man, you can just spot me over Cash App and I'll just worry about the shipping myself." Don't do that,
You
y'all. Don't
you
do that.
paid outside of
I paid
OfferUp.
I paid outside of with OfferUp.
If anyone's not familiar with like buying stuff secondhand, you never pay outside of the website you're on. So like if you're
Do
on
not
Facebook Marketplace, you don't pay outside of Facebook. If you using OfferUp, you do not pay outside of OfferUp.
me homeless, desperate, caved. I spotted him the money, and fuck. How does this go down? Well, a lot of this. Okay, so I have to give credit. Like, it kind of makes sense. Okay, so the guy, his account was real. It's verified. Yeah, cool. He's sold things. He has reviews. At the same time, you can't really trust anyone. I want to go down this lore. Fuck, let me just get up the messages on here. Give me 1 sec.
You have the receipts, you have the evidence.
Yeah. Okay. Oh god. So yeah, no, the guy is like, okay. I will say the guy is still right. The guy is still written me up until this point, and he still has his account. He hasn't fucking ghosted me or deleted his account. He's still posting things for sale, and he has followers too. But like, don't do what I'm doing, y'all. Don't do it. I'm doing this for safety. I'm doing this for. Well, at this point, I paid pretty much for a lovely story.
You're either gonna get your actual stuff or a box or a rock in a box when it comes.
Exactly. So, anyways, I'm like, so some time goes by. I'm like, hey, give me some updates, blah blah blah. Like, fucking, yeah, I'll get to it. Post office closed. He wrote me like, oh, the post office is closed. I can't really do it.
Oh my god, you did detective work on that too.
I did detective work. He said, oh man, sorry, the post office is closed. Whenever I'd write him, I fucking looked up where his hometown was in Pennsylvania, and yes, it was closed. I'm going deep into the shit, man. I'm going far. So yes, it was closed. Blah blah blah. Eventually, it got around to the point. I'm like, hey man, send me the tracking number when you get it. Eventually, he writes me, I'm $10 short from mailing out right now, so I'm trying to come up with the rest of the money to mail it out. Now, I will say, if this actually goes through, I kind of feel bad for the guy because this is going to be some really expensive shipping for him. These things are huge.
Okay, you didn't tell me that part yet, and I will say, if the whole story about him being $10 short, if it was a scam, he probably would have asked you for like the $10 more because that's what scams usually do. They just like ask you for more money saying it's because of shipping or whatever.
$10 short right now. I'm like, okay, cool. Keep me posted. I'm like, yeah, that's just for like the standard. If you want it there faster, like I'd have to come up with like $30 or more. I'm like, I'm okay. And then I make up this whole fucking story to like, if he's fake, I want to fucking really play with his heartstrings. I'm like, don't worry about it, man. It's this is just gonna be for my classroom. Like my kids are gonna be like using this in my classroom. Like I'm like this is for my little entertainment center. Like it'll have all the DVDs for my kids.
Oh my god.
I'm bored, and I'm also
You
horrible.
you're pretending to be a teacher?
Yeah, and when I mentioned my bud earlier in the conversation, I made him seem like he was my another teacher. So, anyways, he's like, and by the way, like this guy responds pretty damn fast to these things. I'm like, yeah, and he was like, I feel better if I can get these insured. So I was trying to get it as quick as possible. Hope you understand. If you feel like shipping out, like helping out with the shipping, I can get it out to you sooner. I'm like, no worries, I'm not in a rush. I'd love to help out right now, but like I'm tapped out. Like teacher pay sucks ass.
Yeah, because you're a teacher.
Oh, you
Oh
got it.
shit. Damn it.
Oh my god. Okay, so anyways, sorry about that little mishap right there. So I'm like, don't worry about it, man. Fucking, fucking, like, I don't worry about the shipping, man. Just, I'm a bit tapped out. Let me know when you can get it shipped, though. Like, when you come up with the money. 5 days go by. I'm at this point where, like, okay, this story's already over. I'm fucking scanned or whatever. He writes me. He said, I got one of them in the mail, but I forgot the tracking number for it, and I'm trying to get the other one in the mail, but I have to come up with the money for it.
How did he forget the tracking number
That's
for
what I'm
it?
wondering. Okay, so I just gave him my address. So like I don't know exactly like the fucking process of getting like a tracking number. Like I don't know if you just printed it out like on just a piece of paper and just shipped it out. I don't really know how it all works, but like that's where all like my suspicion also comes away, you know.
He shipped it through USPS, right?
I think so. Well, I don't know.
You don't
Probably.
know what mailing service he shipped through?
No.
Oh boy.
Yeah, why?
Um, well, this is just my personal experience because
Yeah.
because some shipping companies, they like absolutely suck compared to others like USPS or like
Yeah.
even Amazon.
That's what I'm wondering.
Like FedEx, I have an absolute vendetta against FedEx. All my homies hate FedEx.
Okay, yeah. That's true because like I signed up for this one like USPS thing like that would let me show like if I get like packages are in the mail coming. It turns out we have a
Yeah.
lot of spam mail coming in our mail, so like maybe it's through FedEx. Who the fuck knows?
You have a lot of what coming through your
Well,
USPS?
it's really fucking cool. The website just shows you like what mails come to you, like with photos too.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I love USPS because once you have the tracking number, it like gives you like actual
Exactly.
like live updates.
Right. So I'm like, okay, so he shipped one of them out. Part of me makes me wonder that he actually did ship it out because he wrote me 5 days later too. Like at this point, if you were a scammer, you'd have to be a fucking evil person. Maybe he is an evil person to write you like 5 days later after like he said he needed to come up with the money.
Well, he sent you one rock in a box. Let's see if he sends the other
I
one.
will fucking love that doll. I will love that $55 rock. I'll put it with my other rock I stole.
Are you gonna put googly eyes on it?
Yeah, and I'll fucking stick a DVD to it. Call it the Power fucking Loser 88.
I would love if I don't want like anything bad to happen, but like
I yeah.
I would laugh if you actually did get scammed because that guy sent a teacher a rock in a box and scammed
Yeah, he
them.
sent a supposed teacher, an elementary school teacher.
Did you say you were elementary school?
Yeah.
You should have said you were preschool.
Oh my god. That'd be fucking funny. So
I
anyway,
don't
yeah,
know how much preschool teachers get paid, but I feel like it would be less
it'd
compared
be
to
like,
elementary.
yeah. So like, if I get one of them, I'll be happy. I'd be happy to pay $55 for one of these Power Tower 80s. But if I get two, damn, I went through a whole lot for these shits. Then I should get a medal. And come to think of it, what the fuck am I gonna do with another one? These things hold 80 DVDs each. I'll
Yeah,
play with.
what are you gonna do with another
I'm gonna stick
use
all
it
my PlayStation 2 games into it.
put it in the living room or something?
Maybe. I know my dad would fucking like go apeshit over it. Like, whoa, wow,
Whoa!
whoa, oh, he fucking go apeshit.
His eyes bug out like in a Looney Tunes cartoon.
Yeah, they go like, oh wooga wooga.
Over the Power Tower I understand it. Over the Power Tower DVD stand.
It is really fucking cool. I gotta say, it's really cool. But like, the lore. Anyways, I'm like, he's like, yeah, I got one of them shipped out. Although I still got to come up with the other one. He's like, if you wanna have it like me send it, if you want me to like send it out today, like I'm still coming up with the money. If you want to like spot me like $20, I can get it. I'm like, cool, man. I appreciate it. I'm broke right now, so thanks for the heads up.
The kids
And
will
that's
be
what it is.
happy.
What's up?
The kids will be happy.
Yeah, hold on. I gotta find the messages I wrote exactly about like the kids and shit.
Did you I hate that you can just come up with these lies about your life on the spot.
I'm evil. Where is it? Okay. Okay, yeah. It says, you're all. He's like, yeah, something like, I'm trying to get sand. Okay, see, I think if this is all real, all right. He tried to insure them because like these things might be a little fragile for all I know. They're plastic and they don't have the
USP
best reviews on Amazon.
Maybe it is USPS then, because I know they do insure packages like
Yeah,
that.
so by the looks of it, he tried to insure it and do the shipping and like I kind of wish I just would have gone through like OfferUp, but at the same time, I'm risking it just so I didn't have to pay like that extra $20. I guess
How
it was
much?
more on him.
How expensive is OfferUp shipping?
It was like $15.
It's not that bad.
But the thing about it was like he would have had to like ship them out in like 5 days.
Oh yeah, I forgot it has that time limit.
Yeah, you have like a time limit, and then like it'll just fucking can the deal. So
Like
like
this entire story is so interesting. I want to meet the guy who's selling these at this point.
it says he has a confirmed Facebook. I bet we could find the guy in cross image like his fucking photos.
Let's go find him after the episode.
Oh my god, yeah. I bet we could find him. He has a confirmed Facebook. I know his where he lives was his town at least. We
You're
could
like
find
5 steps away from just completely doxing this guy.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh my god, I gotta tell you about this. I can't tell this on the episode. Remind me to tell you about the lore about her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know if the Skywitch told you yet, but like I had to go on another reconnaissance mission. I didn't find anything, but holy shit.
Oh my
It's actually
god.
crazy.
So, all in all, to sum it up, the saga of the Power Tower is still ongoing, and I need to make a phone call tomorrow, which I'm not happy about.
Oh shit, what's going on?
I hate phone calls for my package.
Oh yeah. I don't
Like
want to write this guy either. I want to I want to say something, but I don't know what to say.
like I know I can write an email too, but like I
Yeah.
know I'm gonna get like faster service if I do a phone call.
Exactly. That'd probably be the best thing. And like, what can they do? Like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck.
Yeah, like they don't have my money yet. I'm completely safe.
Exactly. Just like, hey, I was just wondering, you know.
Yeah, no, I literally have it all planned out. Like, hi, I'm checking the status of my order.
Exactly. Like, I was just curious about the status of my order.
Like
Oh
the
yeah, you
amount of
dropped in the
times
mud.
where
Oh, that's okay. Thanks.
like the amount of times where like I have to like call to make an appointment or like do something or whatever, the temptation to just send an email and be done with it, but I know everything's gonna get sorted out faster if I just call them.
Yeah. Like that'd probably be the best thing. Like shit. I know those fucking phone calls. I've had enough for like school already. It's like, am I gonna get my scholarship money? Boop 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 boop. Hi, this is the automated voicemail for the financial aid office. Say your request. Help. Did this help? No! What?
I that just unlocked memories because I had to do that a lot for school and I hated them. But lately, I'm not gonna say exactly what, but like I've had to do some stuff related to my dad, and the amount of automated voice messages the fucking bank has is
Oh,
unbelievable. I
yeah,
hate it so much.
fucking, it is evil.
You know how bad it is now?
How bad?
The second time around that I called the bank, I didn't want to wait like on hold for like someone to get back to me. So they told me I could leave my phone number with them and they would call me back
Did a
when
robot call
they
you back?
no, when an actual person could get a hold of me.
That is awful, man.
And the funniest part was that because the bank closes at like 5 or 6, and it was getting really close to closing time. So I was like,
Yeah.
all right, I guess they're not going to call me today. 3 minutes before
No
they
way.
closed, I got a call back.
And was it a 3-minute call?
Yes.
Oh my god.
I literally just needed to know if I needed to make an appointment for a certain thing. That was all I needed to know.
Shit, man, they were fucking like going to the last minute. They're like, oh shit, we gotta call Sophia.
Actually, no, wait. That was for the first time I called them. The second time I called them, I just wanted to know if they were going to be open on a Saturday.
Oh my god.
And then
That is
when I went
bad.
in on and then when I went in on a Saturday, they made me wait for like half an hour and told me they couldn't help me.
Oh my god.
And I
The
still
bank.
haven't resolved it with the bank yet. I have to go back.
Really? No
Yes.
way.
I haven't been back there since then.
Yeah. Oh my god. It is complicated. I know they made it easier, but man, they have not made it easier in the customer service department.
Like they've advanced technology, but what for? They're still not helping people.
Yeah, like we have remote pay. I can deposit a check with my phone, but you can't get a real person to help me.
Oh, remote deposit, my beloved. Just
Oh my
taking a picture of the check back
He's
and front.
so happy. Take a photo, rip it up later. It's just great.
I save them.
You do?
I have a folder with all my bank stuff in it in case something happens.
That's smart. I wait like a couple days before I tear it up.
Are you
Just
supposed to tear them up?
yeah.
Oh.
Well, if you want, or keep him in a safe spot, because like if it gets into the wrong hands, or it's just like I don't know
Yeah,
documents you have
I
to read. It's one of those
when it
kinds of
comes
things.
when it comes to money, like I save my receipts and stuff because like especially during school, I've had moments where like someone tried to say I didn't pay for something, so it's
Yeah,
better to have the receipts.
exactly. Like hot diggity damn.
You want to know
Oh
the? I had a reverse of that happen to me once where I got money instead of being told I didn't pay for something.
yeah, it was like $500 or something, right?
No, it was like 50,
Oh, damn. Wrong story then.
and then we never spent it.
Oh, what?
So when we graduated school, my account had like money left in it still.
That's amazing. Whoa.
So like I don't remember when we found it out. I think it was like sophomore or junior year. Like cuz like I don't know if it was just our school or like others all schools do this, but like you have a student account that pays for like your books and whatever.
Yeah, our student email.
Yeah, mine had like $50 in it that just came out of nowhere.
Oh.
And for like a year and a half, my mom couldn't figure out where that money came from because
Yeah,
she didn't put it in, my dad didn't put it in, my stepdad didn't put it in.
you won the
But
lottery.
but then I remembered when we were in middle school, I won a scholarship for being like the best art student, and it was a $50 credit to like go towards art classes or whatever. But when I
Hmm.
went to but when we moved to high school, that credit wasn't in my account. So for whatever reason, it took like 2 years for that money to show up.
Whoa. Holy shit.
So I told my mom I think that's what it was, and then she was just like, "Oh, cool." And then we never did anything with it.
Did you buy any food from the cafeteria?
Yeah, but that account wasn't connected to our bookstore
Oh.
account for some reason.
Hmm.
Like our
That's
bookstore
pretty
account is
tough.
separate from the cafeteria account.
Do we have to pay for our books at high school?
Yes.
We did?
Yeah.
How much? Like,
I don't remember.
that's stupid.
Yeah.
We didn't even use
Well,
those books.
did we? I don't remember.
Oh.
I I
We had like
think
two
we
pages to
did.
be open.
I don't
At least for
I
me.
think do you remember paying for books?
I I don't know. I remember we had to like go and pick them up,
Yeah.
but like I don't know if we had to pay. We had to pay like
I
for
re-
our IDs or something.
we had to pay. Well, no, the first one was free. If you lost it, you had to pay $5
Mm,
to get a new one.
yeah. We had to pay for
Yeah,
something stupid.
I don't remember. I think I might just be remembering the stress of actually picking up the books and returning them
Yeah.
because I
I didn't,
remember it was hell dealing with that.
yeah, like those book days really sucked ass. We had to like it felt like we were going to a boot camp. You had to all enter through a building, go through 5 different corridors, pick up your books, get your schedule, meet a person in the hallway, have a semi-awkward conversation, compare classes, realize you have none each, and never see them again.
I remember because like there was like a specific building with like a really tiny ass hallway where you would get like all your paperwork and stuff. And you would look at your schedule, and if something was wrong, you would go to the counselor or whatever, and
Mhm.
then you would go do everything else like scholarship stuff,
Yeah,
bookstore, get your ID, all that.
the ID photo. Oh man, my
And
god.
like the ID photo was like the very last thing, so like I would have to walk with all my textbooks to the building where they were taking photos.
Right. It was a big ass stack too.
Cause like we were both in like kind of like advanced classes, so like
Yeah,
those stupid books.
that we never used.
I remember for like there were like two separate years where I forgot to bring in my books back for the drop off day, so I had to bring them back at the beginning of school of the
Oh,
next
really?
year. Yeah, because
Bizarre.
like at the end of the school year, we would have like, oh, bring your textbooks back, but forgot to bring them.
Oh
So
no.
before the next school year started, when we were doing our pickup for books for that year, I just brought them back from last year.
Oh man, were they cool with it?
Yeah, they were fine with it.
That's cool. Hell yeah.
I'm not the only one who made that mistake. A bunch of people
Yeah,
did
it looks
too.
like I feel like I did that too at one point.
I remember one of my friends did. I don't remember if you did it or if you told me.
Oh, what'd they do?
What?
Oh, I thought that was a story.
No, no story.
Yeah, all good. Yeah, no, those days were. I didn't like those days. Just having to go there, grab the book, dude. I had to do that. Oh God, it was I don't know if you remember, but during the pandemic, we basically lost our school year without giving
Yeah.
away too much. But at one point, we had to at least for me, I had to go back and collect my stuff from the school.
Oh yeah.
I was a ceramics kid, and I was also a ceramics kid who, quote unquote, from the teacher, made the most amount of stuff that year. I had fucking 5 boxes of ceramic stuff I had to carry to my car. And of course, I parked so damn far.
Was
Like,
the parking lot packed?
no, I was just stupid.
Why? Steve,
I didn't realize
there.
I had that much shit. I had to get a damn wheelbarrow for that thing.
Did you have to carry out each box one by one
Yes,
to the
because
parking
they were
lot?
so full. I made so much. I say there was like at least 100 pounds of shit I made.
Like, how big were these boxes that you brought?
Like, you know the boxes at Costco?
Oh my god.
Yeah, they were full. My entire backyard is like an archaeological dig site full of my stuff.
Is that what all of that stuff in your backyard is?
That's all my ceramic stuff just from senior year.
It's like your Animal Crossing island in New Horizons.
Dude, deadass, because I made up like 20 gyroids.
You turned your house into your Animal Crossing town.
Exactly. Our backyard's a workshop now.
If you ever if you ever get back into ceramics, you should make some of the new gyroids like
I,
the Brewster one.
I am. I have a ceramics course this semester.
Oh really?
Yeah, I got into one. I got lucky. I'm very fucking excited.
Watch there be like watch watch there be a second pandemic and you have to go back and get all of that stuff too.
So heavy, and I'll have to park from my fucking parking lot like a bazillion miles away. Oh my god! But yeah, no. I use my money fucking. I fucking used that time up in that ceramics class well because I hadn't taken that class since freshman year. Oh my god! Yeah, no, I love ceramics. I'm very excited for this one. It's not counting towards anything towards my degree, but like when
Then
you got
this is like a university ceramics class too. That's like a different it's like a different ballpark.
it's a long class too. I'm excited for that. How long is it? It's from. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Boop-a-doo. Come on, load. Come on. It's from 10:30 to 1:15.
So like 3 hours,
Is that 3 hours?
2.5, I think.
Holy shit! I didn't realize this class. I have this twice a week. But
Well,
the same. Okay, if we're like constantly making stuff in that class, that time's gonna fly by like fucking bread and butter.
I was gonna say because like I doubt a lot of people have like the ceramic stuff at home, so you're gonna need all that time
Yeah,
in
like
class.
back in high school, like dude, like that. And how long were classes? Like an hour?
At our high school,
Yeah,
give or take, yeah.
give or take. And like if you had like the lab in the middle, it was like an extra like 30 minutes more. So like
You
an
had
hour and a half times.
the one in the middle.
Lab or like that extra 30 minutes for like study time or whatever we had that stupid thing.
Oh God, I barely remember that. Wasn't that
Yeah.
something they implemented while we were there?
Yeah, like one of our like junior or senior years.
Was that the one where like one of your periods was like your homeroom? So if you didn't have anywhere to go during that lab, you had to stay in your homeroom.
Exactly. Mine was
I oh
Linux.
I got so unlucky when that first came around because my homeroom was in the chemistry class with a teacher I hated, so I had to spend more time there than I wanted
Awful.
to.
Yeah, no, it was awesome. The teacher's like, all right, that's an extra 30 minutes of ceramic time for us so we can just make more shit.
I don't know why I never thought of just like getting like a lab pass from a teacher I did like and just going there for the 30 minutes instead of just staying in the chemistry class.
Honestly, yeah. Like, wasn't there like also detention time for all the delinquents and shit? Did
I
people just
wouldn't doubt it.
go to that, like, so they wouldn't have to be in class?
Yeah, like of course people are gonna abuse that.
course. Why not? Oh man. Act lab. Either way, I'm very excited for that class. I
New
have like a
ceramics.
yep. I'm terrified that it might just be like one of those lecture classes. Like, here's the history of ceramics. I would scream.
They show you like clay pots from like Mesopotamia.
Like, don't get me wrong, my high school one like did that too, but like I want to make stuff, you know?
Well, it shouldn't be. It if it
It
was like an
yeah.
art history class, it would say so.
Yeah, you know, we'll come to think of it, it also did ask for like an extra $60 fee for, probably clay.
That yeah.
How I had to do that back in high school. So yeah, that's probably explaining.
I will say if anyone's like going to college, only take one art history class. Believe me, you don't need to take the others. Once you take one, you've taken all of them.
Yeah.
I'm so happy I didn't take art history in high school because for some reason that seems harder than taking it through college.
Exactly. Like imagine having that like go to school 8 hours a day and just have that a part of your shit show.
Because I remember I never took art history in high school, but there was one day where the art history teacher gave like the regular art students an art history lecture. It was so fucking boring.
Oh no.
And I feel bad saying that because I'm pretty sure the art history teacher is the same guy as your ceramics teacher in high school.
Oh my god, it was. Yes, yes.
Like, I know he's like a really cool guy, like everyone loved him, but like the lecture was so boring.
No, that's the thing. Like people fucking either love that shit. Like I had the folks I knew like that. Oh fuck. How do I say this correctly? An old friend I used to know. They adored that class and the ceramics. They were like in both of them. They were like the prestige kid of it all. And when we had to do like one fucking class, like we like he was doing like a demo or something for like anyone who wanted to like take his class, and I was like, this this is awful. This is
That
boring as
might have
hell.
that might have been what it was. He was doing a demo for anyone who wanted to join art history.
Yeah, it was. God, I love that teacher, but oh my god,
I feel like there's teachers who are better at doing lectures and teachers who are better at doing the hands-on stuff like ceramics.
absolutely. Oh my god, yeah,
There's also the thing that like in high school we had to handwrite our notes. I think that's what really got me.
yeah. Like I still have some dog shit classes. Where, like, "Mm, you guys might be looking at videos or like just playing, Flappy Bird on your computer. So we're gonna make you do physical notes. I hate those classes. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them.
Dude, I didn't think I was gonna do so well when I got into college because of the note taking, but I realized that I do way better on Google Docs than I do handwritten notes.
Same here. Like, cause you can, it's a great. You can control F. You can like fucking like go back to them. They look nice. My handwriting looks well, not like shit.
And also, I don't know if it's just me, but like the ability to like change fonts and like highlight stuff in like under 1 second, it really helps me like
Seriously,
organize stuff.
and have like chapters and stuff. It is great. It is amazing. Like I would have loved to have been. No, not really. I would have. The idea of being one of those kids with the highlighters back in like middle school or high school, that would be cool. But like you could do that over Google Docs with like a couple clicks.
I wanted to be one of those girlies with the highlighters and everything who had like really good notes, but that takes so much time.
Exactly. Fuck, I was a weirdo. I knew this kid with ADHD, and his handwriting. Well, it looked like shit, but I thought it looked cool, so I kind of started copying his handwriting, and that's why mine looks like shit these days.
It's like how with me and our friend Lai, she was the one who influenced how I type on the internet.
Really?
You
That's
did you did that, but IRL with the kid's handwriting.
exactly. Like I thought it looked cooler than just like perfectly written. It had style to it, if that makes sense.
With my friend Lai, like she types in all lowercase and
Yeah.
does like keyboard
Oh, yeah.
smashes. I didn't start doing that until I saw how she typed.
Yeah, it's bizarre like how text influences art. On my more professional Instagram account where I post art and stuff, like my style is completely different.
Yeah, like I can see the difference between the account. of like your art account and like your other accounts.
Like I've started using emojis because like a lot more people use emojis. I know it's bizarre and like fucking. I don't know my style. It's surprising that you actually notice my style change like between accounts.
Yeah.
Bizarre, but yeah, no, like people influence each other very greatly. My one
Do
friend,
you
Bosch, like he started saying like words like radical and groovy because of me now.
your Adventure Time slang,
Yeah,
Adventure Time lingo,
precisely. What we
mathematical.
get? Yeah, slam a cow.
Um, Going back to like note taking stuff, do you remember how our middle school taught us how to
Oh,
take notes?
oh god, it got a chill down my spine.
Like I'm gonna be honest, I hated that method of note taking.
I hated just the way they taught us. So I don't know if we've talked about it before, but they made us carry around a binder, like they made us carry one like a briefcase, like and that binder had every single class in it, all like different notebooks separated up. You had your class schedule, all that stuff. You couldn't decorate it. You couldn't do anything.
And when we were there for sixth grade, you couldn't put it in your backpack. You had
Yeah,
to carry it around the
yeah,
entire
it was like
school
a
day.
dress code requirement. Like we went to a preppy school, so we had to tuck in our shirts, wear polos, and have our IDs. And if like you didn't do like all those things, you get your ass busted.
But like the note taking specifically, like, do you remember how Cornell notes they would make us do that?
I'm a little fuzzy on how to go.
It was like you take like a ruler and like you line it up with like the red line on like a
Yeah.
piece of notebook paper and you draw a line and you have that ruler shaped space on the left side. So you would put like the topic there and you would put the details on the right side.
Oh, that's a memory. Holy shit. I tried to forget that. Wow.
I hated Cornell Notes because there was so much blank space on a page that I couldn't use. Like I
Yeah.
like I like just doing like a header and like bullet points because that's what I like. But they made us do Cornell Notes
Yeah. God, that's actually awful. Why would they do that to us?
because I think Cornell Notes were like what was popular in like the scholarly world. Because like you know how they do studies on like schools and like how kids learn.
Yeah.
I
I don't
think
know.
that's what was popular at the time. Like scholarly sources said that Cornell Notes was like the best way to learn.
Yeah. Man, they were I guess that was our equivalent to Common Core.
You're absolutely right.
I want Sophia, let's tell a story, a deep story about Common Core and
Did
how
we?
we very much avoided it.
Did we ever? We didn't get Common Core. That was like the generations after us, huh?
Yep, it was my sister's generation.
Oh, that's right.
Feels so painfully bad for kids.
Didn't we like try to watch like a Common Core math video and like we
Yeah,
couldn't understand like how they got to the answer? Because the answer was
yeah.
right. We just couldn't
It
understand
was
the
like
process.
game theory video. It's like, all right, you see one plus one. Okay, well think about it. Like you have one entity right here. Then if you like imagine in your head and you get like two elephants and you like have them come together, that's like almost two. But if you want to do like 1 times 8, well think about that. You got like 1/8. Then if you separate those up into 4 categories and then you times that by 2, you get 8.
Just say that if you times anything by one, it's gonna be itself.
That's how they taught it. It was awful.
And like,
Like,
uh,
okay, so the way we learn, and probably hopefully many of you viewers, mainly because it's our friends listening to this, but like we were taught the right way. It was basically just memorize the fucking your times tables, learn the fucking principles, know that 7 times 8 is 56, and just get that shit drilled into your brain. Because like you're gonna
once
remember it.
I think like once you like memorize like the basics of the multiplication table, like 7 times 5 or like 8 times 7, it's gonna come more easier to you when you're doing longer multiplication problems.
Right. Like
But I remember we were talking about Common Core and like talking about the methods we use for multiplication, and I brought up lattice method, and you had never heard of that.
yeah, no, I had not.
I forgot to show it to you, but like I need to like give you like an example like live because I can't explain it with just words.
Is that like a double digit multiplication or like
For both, you could do either double
Yeah,
digit or like single digit, but I remember double digit the most. I don't remember how to do it with just like a single digit.
right. It's like, and like if you guys ever did double digit multiplication, like there's like a method, like you multiply like the right side first, then you go to diagonal, you put the magic zero at the bottom, upper right
Yeah.
diagonal up, add the bottom two numbers you got from like the angles you multiplied, and then you got your number. Their method, the Common Core, it was like a weird kind of like teaching method. It was like to get more kids like thinking about it or some shit. It was like it started in 2010, just like when you're basically done with all your Common Core and stuff, or all your basic math and stuff.
I
It
think
focuses on conceptual understanding and procedural fluency, which is stupid as hell, and you should not teach kids that.
I think the like base thing with Common Core is that it's just like breaking down a lot of numbers.
Yeah, to like help you like understand it better. And it did not work. It did not work at all. I felt so fucking bad for my sister because like she was like, "All right, I'm trying to do 5 times 8. Get the 5 separated 3 2," and then it was like a game theory video for like it made problems 5 times longer.
I will say, like with Common Core, there's like two ways it could turn out. One, you get the kids who don't understand it at all and they fall behind or drop out. Or two, the kids who do understand how Common Core works, they end up becoming like physicists and engineers and stuff because they understand that convoluted way of thinking.
Exactly. Whereas we're already on that level because we learned it the right way. So fucking a.
What if we had gone through Common Core, like half of us were like
I know you
dropouts and like half of us were like physicists and scientists.
exactly. Me, I'd be making schmut
But
film.
but like since we've gone through like whatever method we use, we're just like average. We all averaged out.
Yeah, like it would exactly. Like holy shit.
I just realized I do have kind of a way to describe lattice multiplication. Like you've done Punnett squares, right?
Yeah.
Lattice
Oh,
method is kind of like that.
oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, yeah.
It's Punnett squares for multiplication.
I see what you mean. Yeah, that's cool.
I love Punnett squares.
Those are fun. Is that for like biology and like fucking like genes and shit, or is that something else?
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
I love
Punnett squares. I remember you did that. You want to explain how you use Punnett squares for your OCs, like their
so
eyes?
yeah, so my OCs, anytime I draw a character, they either have like, the classic 2 lines for an eye or like 2 dots for an eye. And I eventually kind of realized that I draw both kind of eyes. So like in my little character world I don't really have a character world, but like at one point I did. I basically was like, okay, people have line eyes and people have dot eyes. So like those are like, recessive and dominant genes. Like the recessive being the dot eyes and the dominant being the line eyes. So I fucking put them into a Punnett square and figured out like the likelihood of like, two fucking parents like with different eyes, like what their kids would be like.
I
To
was
explain why my character had a dot and a line eye.
I was laughing so hard when you explained this to me because this is the kind of stuff that children's entertainers could only dream of, incorporating that kind of science into like entertainment.
Drama could only pray that it would come down to their office. They're like they have like a big bulletin board. They're trying to find me, but like I got bigger ambitions.
Dude, Sid, you should work on an episode of Sid the Science Kid.
Oh my god, yeah. Like look at these people. You ever see these kids with eyes? Yeah. You ever wonder why they're different? Racism? No.
Stop!
Oh no! I didn't mean it like that. Oh,
Stop!
I gotta edit that out. I
How
gotta.
did, how did you mean that? Like, not like that.
I meant like I was still in the dot and line mindset.
But the racism how are you expecting that joke? Okay, what was your punchline with that joke?
I don't know. That's it.
Don't edit that out. That was funny.
Do I, I forgot people have different eyeball shapes in real life. Like some people's eyes are wider or smaller.
It was so slick though.
Fuck. I'll think about if I should edit it out. Because that's kind of funny.
Big old disclaimer right before you say it.
Yeah, big Comic Sans disclaimer. I am not.
Like the Looney Tunes thing they put at the beginning before showing a racist cartoon.
Like, Donald Duck is not a Nazi.
I do you remember seeing that in school? The Donald Duck Nazi film?
Yeah, that thing was crazy.
For some reason, we watched a lot of like World War II propaganda more than in any
Uh,
other section of school.
I liked all the old presidential like videos and shit, like Ike for president. Those were good.
Stop, stop. When you guys told me about Ike for president, I could not get that out of my head for months.
Ike for president. You like Ike. I like Ike. Everybody likes Ike for president.
We watched so much black and white films and stuff in like
I was
middle
on a
and high
a
school.
lot too before I was even a film major. But damn.
I remember in like middle school in social studies. Did you ever watch like the cornet etiquette films from like the 50s or 40s?
What went into those again?
So basically, back then, like they would make these like movies that like basically educated you on how you're supposed to act. So like if you're a guy or like if you're a
Oh,
girl, like it teaches you stuff like
mhm.
if you're a housewife, how to cook, if you're a guy, how to like date a woman, stuff like that.
Wow.
So I watched those in like middle school, and still every now and then I'll find one, and it's really cool seeing how people expected you to behave or how people acted back then.
Exactly. Like, you could not awooga back then. You had to awooga.
Because like now, like we don't have stuff like that. Like we don't have like videos that show like how we're like supposed to date or like teaching people how to cook or whatever. Like
Yeah.
this is like a genuine time capsule into how people like how society was back then.
Do you think like what's the modern day equivalent, like YouTube tutorials? Like, here's how you use Bumble.
Oh my god, 5 minute crafts.
Oh God, you're right. Oh no.
And the mess fetish videos.
The what?
Have you never heard of
No. Is it like mud wrestling?
that?
Is it like
Okay,
how to?
so you're on Instagram. Have you ever seen those cooking videos where it's like a beautiful woman in like a really big old kitchen and she's doing stuff like stuffing like ground beef into like a cake pan and like putting eggs on top or like just like
Uh,
just like messing around with food a bunch for like a recipe that makes no sense.
I saw like this one recently. They were like a bunch of sprinkles in a bowl, and like they cracked an egg into it, and they slammed it into a fucking oh, what was it? It was
A waffle iron.
how'd you know?
I've seen that one.
That one.
So that one, it's iffy. It could be, or it could just be rage bait. But the ones that I'm talking about, the ones with like women with like huge bazongas and like in a really nice kitchen,
Yeah.
there's a chance those could be fetish videos.
Oh my God, mess fetish. What would like throw shit everywhere?
Like making a mess with like their hands. Like that's why they use food a lot because it's really easy to like make a mess when you're
Like
cooking.
episode of King of the Hill.
But like the thing is that like they're trying to like disguise it under the pretense of like, oh, this is a recipe. It's pretty unusual, but it's a recipe. It's not. They're not making anything. They're just messing around with food to get someone off.
Oh my God. It's like that guy who neared his asshole. Oh my God.
There's there's a guy in Las Vegas who like finances a lot of these videos. You'll have to ask Lai for more details about him because
Oh
she knows
no.
more.
I got a benefactor for these. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh my
No,
God.
no, literally ask Lai. Like she's the one who told me about this. Like there's like a guy in Las Vegas who loves mess fetish videos, so he'll pay like beautiful women to like film these.
Wonder Bread got what the fuck?
Pretty much, it's pretty much like Wonder Bread guy.
It's always the billionaires and shit, the wackiest shit ever.
It's like it's a spectrum with rich people. You either get like the weird rich people, like the Wonder Bread guy or like the Las Vegas guy, or you get just furries.
Yep. They're fucking doctors and fucking like Olympic track stars, and they're like, yeah, they Furry
See,
tail.
that's exactly why I trust the furries more because a lot of them are just like doctors or like IT people.
I got my own interests. It's kind of weird, but I have the money for it. It's like, oh, all right.
I would love to meet like a rich furry. I want to study them. I want to interview them.
Fuck, I want to make money from them.
You learn how to draw furry art just for that.
I hate to say it, but I've thought about that sometimes. Like, my art style is not good enough for that. Like, well, who the fuck knows? Who knows? Maybe I can like make a dops or some shit.
Apparently, it's really hard to like start making money in the furry art community, from what I've
Yeah,
heard.
it seems kind of iffy. It's like,
Cause like,
oh man.
cause like, well, like I think you were gonna say like it's probably like unsafe or whatever, like drawing that kind of stuff. But like, even like establishing yourself in the community in the first place, like becoming like a prominent artist, like that's difficult to do.
Exactly. It's like, don't get me wrong, I love my art, but like, there are some really fucking talented people like you and others. Like, holy shit.
Probably in like 5 to 10 years, I'll think about it.
Fuck, I'm already thinking about it right now. Dude, sometimes I want food sometimes. I'm like, shit. I either get the gas or go home, see what we have in the pantry.
I love imagining someone just like looking at their bank account because they want to get like a nice pizza or whatever, and they only need like $5 more, so they do a quick commission and they end up getting 500.
Their little fucking like furry god, like benefactor, like, hey man, I'm hungry. Oh, you hungry? I see. You know that kind of
Steven, that's just a sugar daddy.
that kind of reminds me of a sloppy pizza for the. No more, no more. End of conversation.
Steven, you're just describing a sugar daddy.
You ever think about having one of those? Me too.
Oh,
Anyway,
oh, absolutely. Like I'll do
what
that.
about like
I
sugar mommy or fuck? Is that a thing? Yeah,
I
that.
think I do that like sugar stuff more faster than like doing furry
Yeah,
art.
I'm here because it's like fuck that. That sounds like a pretty good trade if you ask me.
Are sugar furries a thing?
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. They all look like Kingpin.
Just like the raw power.
Just huge. Just like powerfully huge. They're like, yeah, you're gonna like this. Yeah, I'm gonna now hear me out, hear me out. It's a furry and he's pregnant and it's pretty fucking crazy. You're
Like
gonna love you're gonna love the
like
slideshow.
I know the furry art would be like more easier compared to like being a sugar baby, though.
Yeah. Cause like what do you gotta do? Like gotta fucking show some all I have to do is just like show some ass and be like get some fucking money for the week.
Full out sex.
Oh well if they're not too balding.
If they're not too old.
If they're not too old. If I can find the whole okay. This episode's all over the fucking place. Holy shit. This is why I can't tell people about this podcast. I gotta wait and tell people about this shit.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Good episode.